15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 2nd down at 5. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
No score after 1. Oh. EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. First throw now for the backup Lock. And he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 4, check 4.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Locke.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 6.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That's caught right side by Rodgers.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Second down and goal. Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw it is Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a dump off here complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joey after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lock now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go for it. It's Locke. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check. 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got Rome. Uses this stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Second and 2. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's George. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will slow by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.